Alright, hello. Welcome to my 2019 IEM Katowice Pick'em Challenge for the Challenger stage, which used to be known as the Major Main Qualifier, but it was changed to the Challenger stage during the Boston Major when they merged the stage as part of the actual major. So I'm going to be breaking down the teams who I believe will have the most success and who will move on to the Legends stage. So before I start, let's just introduce the teams and where they came from. So first off, you have NRG and Furia from the Americas Minor. Then you have Renegades and Greyhound from the Asia Minor, Avangar and Spirit from the CIS Minor, ENCE and Vitality from the European Minor, and you have Cloud9, G2, NIP, Tyloo, Vega Squadron, and Fnatic, who came from the 2018 Face It Major, the teams that didn't get through the Legends stage. And lastly, you have Windstrike and VG Gaming from the minor play-in. So I've introduced you the teams and my overall thoughts about this lineup of teams is that I think that this is one of the more easier a lineup of teams to pick and choose from. I think there are obvious teams that will win, and there are obvious teams that will unfortunately lose. So let's just jump right into the selection. And all right, so here we are. Um, as you can see, it's the same setup as the past major. I believe we are still using the Swiss system. So you have the 3-0 team and you have the 0-3 team, and you have the 7 teams that will advance. So for my 3-0 pick, I will definitely pick NIP Ninjas in Pajamas for this stage. I think. Well, first of all, last year, last year in the Face It Major, NIP was actually one of the 3-0 teams, as well, and that was with Astralis in the same stage. So obviously, I think with this lineup being a more weaker lineup than the 2018 Face It Major, I think NIP is the most stable team, the most let's say let's just say consistent out of the other teams. I honestly think that NIP will be the one that will be 3-0 for this major. And for my 3-0, for my 0-3, I'm picking G2 Esports. Yikes. G2 hasn't been impressing me the for a while now, actually. I was very hyped when they first announced, the first iteration of the super team, the G2 super team. There's so much hype around it, but it just fell flat, and it is what it is. Very underwhelming performance from a roster that should be winning tournaments, that should be getting second place, that should be getting third, top four at least, but I this roster hasn't really done anything relevant. They even got a new lineup. They even took out 2 players from their teams and they replaced them. So just like the whole G2 like org in terms of like the Counter Strike division is just crazy. I don't know what's happening. I don't see them making it through this stage. Now, for the remaining 7, I'm going to start with Fnatic since they're over here. Um, Fnatic has been, on an upwards. There was a lot of things going on. It all started with their initial success with Golden and Lekro. They were winning tournaments. They won IEM. They won the WESG. Everyone thought that, hey, this Fnatic roster, we're back, boys. Fnatic's back. But then all the drama surrounding Golden and eventually Flusha and then Draken, you know, it was just the dark ages again. So now there's hope. You have Brawlline and Twist, who are two really young players with a lot of talent, and I believe that if Fnatic just fixes a few kinks and a few issues here and there, they will be a top 10 team, top 5 team, in my opinion. This is a roster that has a mix of veteran and new players. I mean, Exist, JW, and Crims are major winners. So it has a really good balance. As I said, this is a team that just needs to fix its issues. It has its issues. It has it. They make their mistakes, but when they're on their good day, they will win anyone. This was a team that almost took down Astralis in the semifinals of IEM Chicago. They also made top four at that I by Power Masters. Um, but as I said, Fnatic is a team that will definitely be top 10, top 5 if they fix their stuff. That's all they need to do. The next one is NRG. I have NRG to win as well. NRG has been a team that everyone's been talking about in North America. They are the third, fourth best team. Um, Number one, obviously being Team Liquid. Number two, in my opinion, would have to be Cloud9. Yes, they are an NA team with European players. However, Cloud9 is still that second best NA team in my opinion, especially recently. And I'll get to Cloud9 in just a few minutes. But NRG is that third team that everyone's been talking about. Everyone's talking about Cirque, this young player that's just really good, really talented. You have Ethan and Breezy, who are also really good. You have Daps, like the in-game leader, has a really good mindset for the game, and if they can impress people in this major, in my opinion. So definitely NRG will move on from the challenger stages. So we have Cloud9. Cloud9 has surpassed all expectations. This was a team that everyone really questioned um, back when they were making all sorts of roster moves. When they just plopped in Flusha, when they plopped in Golden, they just took Kiyoshima, just put him in the team. Everyone thought that Cloud9 was insane. What are they doing? What's going on? Jack, what are you doing? You know. However, I mean, this is a team that's competitive. This is a competitive team. We, this is like, I'm impressed, to be honest with you. Um, Recently, in the E League Invitational, this was a team that was very competitive against Face Clan. This is a team that could have won that E League Invitational. So this was definitely 100%. This is a team that will qualify to the Legend stage. Cloud9, like wow, and similar to Fnatic, they have a lot of veteran players. Um, Flusha, Automatic, Rush, Kiyoshima, they're major champions. These guys are major champions. They have a lot of years of experience and can definitely help out their X factor, which is Zelsis. A lot of the attention is on Zelsis right now. It's just some random guy you took out of FPL, put him in a pro team. It's his rookie year. He had a very underwhelming performance at I by Power Masters. He performed a bit better in the E League Invitational. He's gonna need the support from the veterans in his team, to get him through this high pressure scenario. So if they can manage him well, I think that Zelsis will play really well in this run. So hope that he can have success. The fourth is Ents. Easy for Ents. This is also another one of those teams that has been on an upward trajectory throughout the past years. They're making finals, they're making semis. They're one of those they're one of those tier two teams that have been on the rise lately. You look at their players. You have Sergey, you have Alexi B, you have Alu. These guys are really good players. I really enjoy watching Alu play. In my opinion, like to be honest with you guys, like Ants is a team that will continue to grow. They have a lot of potential to grow, and this is a team that will be top 10. Um, this is a top 10 team. So don't sleep on Ents. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Vitality. Vitality, in my opinion, is the best French team right now. And was it LDLC and G2 are like the only contenders? I mean, don't get me wrong, Vitality is not really good at either. The French scene has really been struggling lately, and you know, I honestly just think that Vitality will just do perform better than the other teams. You know, I don't. I'm kind of skeptic about my decision of putting them in here anyway. Maybe I'll just give it to someone else, maybe like a Vanguard or something. But I'm just putting faith in like the whole EU just does better. Even though that phrase doesn't really make sense anymore. But yeah, this team is just I put them like at the bottom. It's like a coin flip for me. Like, should I pick someone else or should I just pick Vitality? I ended up just picking Vitality. So this team, everyone talks about Zaiwu, outstanding player. This is a guy that he started out, in the Face It Major. Everyone knows the clips of him. He's getting interviewed and like he's very shy and stuff like that. You know, but now he's carrying his team. He's the carry for his team. If you look at the scores, there is a 30 plus KD difference between him and the second best player. So in order for this Vitality roster to really succeed in this stage, everyone needs to step up. NBK needs to step up. RPK needs to step it up. Apex and Alex need to step up as well. I mean, everyone needs to light up, not just Zaiwu. Tyloo is my favorite team. I Not my favorite team, but my favorite to watch team. This is the team that that I will pay attention to the most. And you know, coming from Fnatic fans, but I mean, I really enjoyed watching Tyloo's games. Um, in the 2018 Face It Major. They performed really well. China is just one of those regions that's coming up. In a few years, maybe like a few months, if we're being optimistic, China is going to be a contender. Asia is going to be a region that will succeed, and we will see more teams from Asia, come up and enter these international tournaments and have success in them. So, gotta watch out for Tyloo. You gotta watch it. And I mean, don't forget, this is a team that where they're speaking three languages. I believe there's an interview with Bentet, and he said that he has to speak in English, he has to speak in Chinese, he has to speak in like what what was it like Indonesian? Like honestly, I don't know how that even works. The fact that you're speaking more than one language in a team, more than two languages, and still finding success in terms of teamwork and cooperation. Now this is a team to watch. So Tai Lu is honestly my team to watch for this tournament. Um, Last but not least, I'm picking Greyhound. To be honest with you, I don't really know a lot about Greyhound. Greyhound is a team that's being talked about right now. They have a lot of energy. They have a lot of charisma. This is a team that gained a lot of attention in the past year as well as this year. Um, you have players like Dick Stacy. You have players like Dexter. A lot of people are hyping up Greyhound. I believe that they're like the number one Australian team right now. Obviously, I mean, if you're talking about like Renegades, well, definitely. Um, but yeah, Greyhound is one of those teams that's just being talked about. And to be honest with you, I can't really say much about you know their gameplay because I don't watch a lot of like the Australian scene. But when you compare it to the other teams in this lineup, Vanguard, Renegades, Vega, Spirit, Windstrike, and Beachy, this is a team. I mean, I just think Greyhound just have what it takes to make it to the next stage. That's just how it is. That's just what I think. Um, so yeah. Uh, so now that we've gotten all of our teams, we got our 3-0 pick, which is NIP. We got our 0-3 pick, which is G2. We got Fnatic, Energy, COD9, ENCE, Vitality, Tyloo, and Greyhound that will qualify in the Challenger stage and will move on to the Legend stage of the major. So thank you guys for watching my picks. Um, if you believe that there are better teams, if you agree with my picks, make sure to let me know. I in the comments, and I just want to say good luck to everyone and their pick'em challenge.